Hey, what's going on guys? Cam here from Gray Media. So today we're going to be talking about how to give yourself opportunity or how to give yourself work. I know a lot of people are saying like, hey Cam, how do I start doing what you do? I want to know how to do what you do. But like a lot of people don't have the hustle and don't have the drive to actually build their own opportunity. And like when I say build their own opportunity, a lot of them are like, what does that even mean? Because people who build their own opportunity are already making their own money because they don't need my help and they don't need other people's help because they've built their own opportunity. But today in this video, we're going to be teaching you out there, any of you guys who have the question, how do you build your own opportunity? If you guys are younger, people like me, when I was like 15, 16, 17, I always dreamt of knowing how to get jobs like Peter McKinnon, how to get jobs like Casey Neistat. Today on the channel, we're going to be teaching it. I don't know why so many people are keeping it a secret from YouTube and keeping it a secret, but like it's really easy to build your own opportunity. And we're going to talk about one thing you guys can be doing right now to build your own opportunity. So if any of you guys are interested in having a job in the film business, making your own videos, making your own vlogs, all of that stuff is really simple to do. You just need to know a couple of the insider secrets to getting your own jobs and getting your first jobs. So the first problem that most people will have is having the camera. So if you guys don't have a camera yet, I would suggest you guys getting a job at a Tim Hortons or getting a job working minimum wage. And I know a lot of you guys are saying, well, Gary Vee says you should just give and show value and then you'll get hired. But if you guys want to work for yourself, you guys have to teach yourself and you have to discipline yourself to work hard. And working hard is something that every entrepreneur does. It's not easy to build anything for yourself. If anything was easy, everybody would have it. So all of you guys who can work hard and be disciplined will actually achieve your goals because you're focused on that goal. So one thing that I would suggest doing before any of you guys go on to any other part on this is go out and get your first job. Get a job, save up some money and buy your first camera. An A6500, the camera that I'm using right now, a Sony A6500 that I shoot all my jobs on and that's helped me get other jobs, is only a $1,500 camera now. You can get $1,000 used online, and who cares cosmetically what it looks like? Like I smashed my viewfinder in the first year of using it. It doesn't really matter what the camera looks like. It matters what the camera quality looks like. So if you guys can save up for a Sony camera, the A6500, an A7R or an A7S, or even the A7, any of those will be perfect for you. Don't use a point and shoot, don't use your cell phone because you guys won't be able to make money that way. You guys can get confident in front of the camera that way. But when I suggest making money using a camera, I suggest any Sony camera because it'll do the job. So any Sony camera that has E-mount on it, I don't know what you'd call it. I am a techie guy, but I don't really care about the numbers and the names too much. So if you're using a Sony camera that has an E-mount sensor on it, you're ready to go. You're already way ahead of the game. Next thing you guys want to do is, yes, you do have a kit lens, but go out and buy a better lens. So anything from 12 mil to 14 mil, this is where you'll make your money. And I know you're like, what the hell, that's such a wide angle lens. How's that gonna make me any money? Real estate photography. One thing you guys are gonna have to realize when making money using a camera is you're gonna have to start small. You can't just start making vlogs and you can't make commercials and music videos and do all the things you wanna do. You guys have to figure out how to make money first and you have to establish yourself first. So how you're gonna do that is you're gonna pick the one industry that has a lot of money, a lot of disposable income every year, a lot of money that they spend on advertising, and you're gonna wanna start teaching yourself these skills. So you saved up your money at Tim Hortons or McDonald's, you bought your first camera and you're like, how do I get my first client? So getting your first client is really difficult, especially when you don't have anything in your portfolio. A lot of people go to school to build their portfolio. It's not needed. YouTube will teach so much more about filmmaking and like content creation than school ever will. If you guys took film class in high school, you guys would learn about your f-stop, you would learn about your shutter speed, and you would learn about the ISO. If not, look it up on YouTube. There'll be YouTube videos readily available for you guys. If not, and you guys want that whole compiled thing, we're putting together a Gray Media course, a filmmaker's course to teach you guys actually how to use a camera and without breaking the bank. You're not supposed to spend 2 to 3 grand on school because when you're spending 2 to 3 grand on school, you're getting yourself into debt. You can't build your portfolio because you can't travel right out of school because you have to get a job to pay off those debts. So no need to go to school, no need to get debt involved because it's the hardest thing to get out of. Once you've built yourself debt and you're in a business atmosphere, you can't pay the debts off because you don't have clients yet, and all the clients that you do have, that profit is not real profit. You're gonna have to pay out all of these different little things, and owning a business is just so difficult to do when you're first starting out. Just don't start a business when you're in debt. It's one problem that is the hardest problem to get out of. So back to what I was saying, you got your camera, you worked your first job to get it, and you want to get your first client, but you don't know how to do it. So it's pretty simple. All you're gonna wanna do is something that Gary Vee teaches, and something that a lot of people teaches, is hustle. You have to work your ass off. So something you're gonna do with that camera that you now have, as well as that nice lens. So I said anything from like a 12 mil to a 14 mil will do the job, and just make sure that it has a low f-stop. You're gonna be shooting all of your jobs on this lens, especially in the real estate business, like I was saying, because they have disposable marketing income. All of them need photos of the houses, and they're too lazy to go out and do it themselves. They can buy a camera themselves and do it, but a lot of them will just spend the money on you guys, and if you're undercutting the rest of the business, all of the business will drive to you, especially if the pictures are better. But one thing you're gonna need to be able to get jobs is pictures. You're gonna need to have a portfolio to show people. Yes, I know you guys wanna be doing video and stuff, but pictures make you so much more money, and it's so much more easier to start doing. Videos, you have to discipline yourself, you have to teach yourself. You can go in and shoot some photos for free, or shoot for a low price and make the video with it, give it to them for free. They're gonna want it next time, and they're gonna come and they're gonna pay for it next time. So what I'm saying here is all of you guys need a place to live. Everybody's living in a house. If it's your parents' house, somebody else's house, it doesn't matter. That's just a house. Real estate photography is pictures of houses or commercial properties. All you're gonna wanna do now is take your camera and learn how to take real estate photography. I'll link below a video, a workflow that I use when shooting my real estate photography. You don't have to do bracket shots. You don't have to do all of this crazy stuff, because all of these people commenting on that video, hey Cam, you should probably take a course on how to take pictures. That doesn't really matter. I'm making money already, so it doesn't matter if I know how to do bracket photos. I do know how to do bracket photos. The thing is everybody's focusing on these little things that are gonna be pushing you away from getting the clients that you wanna be getting, because you're focusing on learning those little things. I know how to do bracket photography. It just takes up too much time, and there's not enough time in the day. I know some of the biggest photographers in Canada for real estate photography, and they don't even use bracketing. They don't even use tripods. They just use a monopod or a stabilizer. Yes, guys, I know that sounds crazy, but you do want to make really stellar photos, but you guys want to figure out how to dial back the quality and make it so it's at that break-even point where it's really good, but it's done a lot faster than the rest. Because if you can be doing more shots than everybody else, and you can be shooting more houses, you'll make more money than everybody in the business. And if you're undercutting everybody, which you should probably be doing when you're starting out in real estate photography, all of your enemies are gonna hate you, and all of their clients are gonna come to you because you can charge so little and you can shoot so much. So that's kind of what I'm trying to teach you guys, is ROI. So now you have photos of a house, your own house. Where you followed my YouTube video on workflow with real estate photography, and you went through your house and took pictures of the front yard, you took pictures of the front of the house, you took exterior photos of the backyard, you took bathroom shots, kitchen shots, even the basement. Take pictures of everything, because you're going to build up that portfolio. And I know your house is probably not nice. It's not like real estate ready. Something you guys are going to want to do some research on is how to depersonalize a home, because a lot of these real estate agents, they're not hustling and they're not making money. So if you can make their houses look better, you'll sell for them. So you're going to want to have to depersonalize properties for people. And what this means is anything that has family related stuff, anything that will make you feel uncomfortable. Basically, whenever I go into a shoot and there's like family pictures all around, I don't feel comfortable, because I don't feel like I'm in a model home. I feel like I'm in somebody else's house. Depersonalize those things. Take pictures off the wall. Take pictures of where you took things off the wall, because you're gonna want to put them back on the wall. Take clutter off of the countertop. Take things off the side of the fridge, off the front of the fridge. Wash things. Kleenex and like tissue paper will be your best friend, because if you're bringing these things with you and you're taking away those streaks, you can't do it in Photoshop. It just takes too much time. You can't sit there and edit 40 photos. It's much easier just to do it by yourself before actually taking the picture. So if that means you have to go in and clean some houses, it's worth it, because you're gonna build up a portfolio now and you can start charging more. So the key thing when you're starting in real estate photography is you can't charge much, because you don't have a portfolio. So when you're taking pictures of your own house at home and you're charging 50 bucks to shoot a house, a real estate agent is gonna be like, wow, yes, because anybody who does real good real estate photography is charging 289 bucks all the way up to $500 for shots of a house. And if you can charge only 50 bucks or 89 bucks, every real estate agent is going to want that. And I know you're going to say that's a little bit of money for a lot of work, but it's what you're going to have to do to build up your portfolio. You're gonna have to learn how to be a hustler, because if you are that disciplined and you can do this, it will show that you will persevere in those hard points, in those hard times when you really don't want to be working. If you can put in all of that work, you will succeed. And it's one thing that will change you from the rest of the people, is if you are persevering and you're working through those hard points. Right now we have COVID-19 going on and everybody's so scared. They don't want to show off their houses and stuff like this. The market is low. There's not much supply. So if you're getting into houses and you're shooting, there's a reason for it. It's because you guys are charging low and you're presenting super, super high value. So the next thing you're gonna wanna do is you find your first client. How do you find that client? Okay, so you're gonna wanna go on Instagram and you're gonna wanna look up your city and go append it to locations and go through the most popular and the most recent posts. Real estate agents love posting to Instagram now. I found everybody's posting on their feed, especially in a city. So if you can go to your city and you can go to real estate agents in your area, filter through those photos and find the bad ones, not the good ones, because the good ones are paying top dollar, or if they're a bigger team, they have an in-house videographer or photographer doing it for them, that they're paying 10 bucks an hour, and you don't want 10 bucks an hour, so stay away from those guys. Look for the guys who are on their own, who have really, really poorly shot photos, and they're okay houses that are being listed from anywhere from $300,000 to $500,000, because those are the people with the money to pay you 100 bucks here or there to take a picture of the houses for them. This is really gonna bring up their business, and they're just starting out in real estate, so they don't know too much. They're not that well educated with the whole photography and marketing standpoint of things. So if you can go in there and give them stellar photography and actually have a camera with a stabilizer, you can shoot some really, really nice real estate photography. And guess what? If you guys can do this better than anybody else, everybody's gonna push to you, because they're gonna be like, who shot those photos? And when they start passing off your name, it's just word of mouth. A lot of business nowadays is still word of mouth. I don't see social media as this place that can make you a ton of money. Social media is just a way to connect people, and if you can leverage social media really well, you can start getting a lot of connections, and as long as you work those connections, you'll make money. So what I mean by this is, when I got my first real estate agent working with me, I then had 10 agents right off the bat from him, because they all wanted my work. They all wanted what this guy was doing. So if you can give away lots and lots and lots of value at first, and it's at a low cost, everybody is just gonna push to you, because they're all paying super high dollars for the same quality of work. So anyways, guys, I know this was a long video. I'm gonna be covering more of it in the next video, part 2 of how to make money right now with just your camera. But that's how you're gonna get your first client. It's going through Instagram and it's DMing 100 different agents, or 200 agents, or 300 agents. A lot of them are gonna say, sorry, not interested. A lot of them are just gonna scroll past you. Here's a key thing that you guys can say right now. It's not, hey, can I shoot your house for free? Or hey, can I do this? Just send them a message and say, hey, love your page, let's connect. It's not about getting them in that first message. It's all about starting the conversation. Because if you can start that conversation and you have those pictures on your profile, people are nosy. They're gonna click into your feed, they're gonna see what you're about. And if you start telling them, hey, I'm just getting into real estate photography, this is what my stuff looks like, I don't wanna make money off of you, I'm just trying to build up my portfolio. People want free stuff, people want cheap stuff. And if it's better than everybody else, they're gonna go to you. Anyways, guys, it's been Cam. I just didn't wanna post too long of a video, so there's gonna be a part 2 coming out next week, guys. So stay tuned for that. There's gonna be tons and tons of videos on the channel as well. Stay tuned for Gray Media Vlogs and Gray Family Vlogs, because those are going to be my favorite. I'm going to spend so much time on those. So anyways, guys, it's been Cam here from Gray Media. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new around the channel. Follow me on Instagram, because that's where a lot of my work gets posted. Follow us on Pinterest. Follow us on all the different social medias, because we're on all of them. Anyways, guys, it's been Cam. I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, peace out.